come, he will seek and destroy ya. Look around, he will come for the murder. Rocket man, he is bigger than your baba. Everyone is afraid of Condada. He's a
Welcome back, guys. This is Tiki Cop here. Today I got a bit of a different video. I would like to show you guys my hobby. So first of all, I'm going to show you guys what I've done so far as well, and do a little introduction on railway tracks. And I think I'm going to do one plumbing video and one hobby video. So yeah, just stay tuned to it. Yeah, so my hobby is, just look at this, is model trains. As you can see, it's a model train. This I just got in a train set because I needed the transformer, because some of my old ones, they don't work anymore. But yeah, this one I got in a set. So, but very good logo actually, or steam train. I like my steam trains. I also like my diesels, but I don't have nice diesels yet. So yeah, of course, most of my things are quite old. Like for instance this little carriage here from SAR. It's actually my dad gave it to me, you know, because he used to play with these when he was about my age, and then he stopped, and then he wanted to start again, and he gave it to me, and yeah, I kind of started playing with it. As you can see, this one's a bit beat up or a bit from traveling and moving houses. Some of the stuff is Lima, for those of you who know what Lima is. Some of them are bachmann, and some of them are hornby. So yeah, basically I got a little bit of a mix now, but most of my trains are Lima. So yeah, and I think my second most is bachmann. I kind of like bachmann, to be honest. But let me just give you guys a little quick review on the table. As you can see, I kind of started with stuff. Okay, yeah, this boxes is going to be moved. It's just here because I need to do something with it. But as you can see, I already started with it. Yeah, I like the static grass, I have to say that. Static grass is nice. Yeah, let's get to it. Little demonstration. These are the old railway tracks for the model trains, which was produced by Lima quite some time ago. The nice thing about these were they looked original because they had the metal in them. The sleepers, that's what they call them. Okay, they black, so that's not so, you know, like it looked like, but the metal rails, they looked original. They were nice. The problem with them is they die over time. So those people who know what I'm talking about would know exactly the frustration, but they die over time. You can clean them, but some people, they take sandpaper, which is a really bad idea because you scratch the surface and then you make tiny holes, and later on it just, you can't clean it anymore. Someone suggested to me from a hobby place, okay, the name's off of this rubber, but it's a Pico rubber, a deer gummy. What you do with this is you just rub it on the track, it cleans it, and then you most probably would get electricity back with it. But these ones are so old and they're metal, you really struggle with them. So I moved to a better solution, which is the Pico tracks with the copper in. I don't know if you can see the copper, it's in it. It's got a really light copper look to it. The sleepers are quite brown, which is nice. Honestly, I don't mind the copper look. I think it looks better, or I like the copper look. No, it's not originally, but I like the copper look. Yeah, and the sleepers are brown, it's nice. I love Pico track. I mean, Pico is like really good track. They're made in England. Okay, they're made in England. So I moved to Pico track with the copper in it. It actually really works. It keeps its power. I never had problem with it. Only if I mixed glue on it or paint. But then I just use the rubber. I just rub on the track, you know, to clean it all off, and then it runs again. They don't die on you. So yeah, I mean, if you guys really want to look for a long-term solution of power rails which would never die on you, and you can clean them and they will work again, go for the Pico with a bit of copper. If you want the original, well, I guess you could stay with your metal, but you're gonna struggle a lot with it, so that's why I don't recommend to keep your old ones or go metal again. I know you still get metal ones, but I don't buy them because, like I told you, copper, they keep the power. Then I got a little wooden plank here. I call this my test bench. In other words, yeah, if I want to try something but I'm not too sure if it's gonna work good or turn out nicely, I use this plank to test it out. As you can see, I tested the ballast yesterday. I took my old Lima tracks and put it to a plank and tested the ballast and to see if it's gonna work. So yeah, I mean, I think everyone who does this would probably must have a test plank, you know, just to test the things before you try it on your layout, because yeah, if you do it on your layout and it doesn't work out, you might have to start over with that section. But yeah, so I got my test track and everything. Another thing I almost forgot about this is you can see this one's longer than this one. Now, funny enough, or not funny enough, actually it's logic, this one with the metal is heavier than the one with the copper. I mean, considering it's also short, it also is heavy. This one's longer, but it's quite light, so that's another nice thing about the Pico copper tracks, is that they're also light. Yeah, I don't use my metal tracks at all anymore. I still have them. I won't throw them away because yeah, I'm just gonna keep them. But all the new tracks I'm building is gonna be with the Pico copper. And yeah, I got a little something I forgot. I got two of these diesel. The one diesel locomotive is entirely black. This one has color to it. So those are my only two decent or nice looking diesels. The other ones, they're just plain. Nice one. And then I have this small little steam train. It didn't come with a coal wagon at all, which I kind of think is stupid, but I didn't buy it. I got it like this from my father. This thing broke off, but that doesn't matter. I know one of these wires also broke off, but I fixed that. So for now I'm just putting the cover on there and playing with it. It's also a SAR little steam train, and yeah, it works. It works fantastic actually, so I'm glad for that. I'm considering of putting a little light bulb in here, maybe, you know, just to make it look more nicer. But it's quite a nice little train actually. It's not bad. And yes, so let me show you guys a bit more. I'm not done with my mountain yet. I might add some more trees and stuff. But yeah, that's how far I got. I use a mixture of the static grass and normal grass, you know. Static grass and normal grass. It makes a nice combination. What I mean by normal grass is these wood chip grass things. And you use static grass over it and it quite turns out nicely. So yeah, and yeah, you guys must subscribe and stick for the next video, and I will make more hobby videos, and I might make one where I go through my carriages I have currently. So yeah, stay tuned and thanks for watching. Tikkie kop out.